Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TIS. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14 episode 3 happened this past Sunday. It started off with Candy and Todd at their house playing with their kids. I think it was Ace and Blaze they were playing with, and then the scene switched over to Sonya. Talk. I mean, no. The scene switched over to Kenya talking to her party planner about Brooklyn's birthday party, and she told the party planner what she wanted for Brooklyn's birthday party. She wanted something to be pretty and cute and like a tea party. And so they kind of went over the budget. And the party planner said, well, from what you saying that you want the party to be, it's gonna be between 10 and 15,000. And Kenya said, between 10 15,000. She said, okay, I'll do that. She said, but I am a single mother, and I am paying for this by myself. I don't think Brooklyn's father Mark is gonna contribute in any kind of way. It's a shame that Kenya had to pay for that whole party by herself because she's going through this difficult divorce with this man, and it seems like all he wants is Kenya's money. I mean, a lot of people have said that from the jump, that that man only married Kenya because she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And so after that, the scene switched to the scene switched to Sonya and her husband talking about the birthday party, and she was saying how she wanted to bring her son to the birthday party, and then her husband said, well, you know our son is gonna be running around in circles and stuff. You sure you want to take him? She said, yeah, I want to take him to the party and stuff. And then he also asked Sanya what kind of party it was, and Sanya said, well, it was a tea party. It was a tea party. And then he kept saying, oh, you sure you want? She said, yeah, I want to take him out. She said, yeah, I want to take him. I want to support Kenya and Brooklyn. And I was so glad that Sonya said that. And then it switched to the next scene where Drew was going with the next scene after that was with Sheree and Marlo meeting up at the gym and stuff to do some exercises. And so Marlo came, and Marlo was talking about what Drew had said, at the party, and she was also saying how people were talking about her event, and she said she didn't mind people talking about her event. She said some people wasn't going to support her anyway. And so that's when they got to talking about the situation with Drew, and that's when Sheree said that Drew should have told her about what her assistant Anthony was saying about she don't pay people, and instead of hearing it from Candy, and then Candy told Kenya, and so it was like all three parties, and then so Marlo said, well, you were right. Drew should have told Drew should have addressed you. Drew should have told you that privately before she told anybody else. And so Marlo said she wasn't going to be doing but a little exercise. That's all she could do. And then Marlo had said that the reason why she didn't sell her archives out to people, and she just wanted to rent it out to studios because she said she could make more money doing that, and a lot of people like studios, and she was saying she was hoping to rent something out to Tyler Perry Studios. And that's when Sheree said, oh, my son Kyra works at Tyler Perry Studios in design. Maybe I could put in a word for you. And then that's when the scene switched to Drew and her sister shopping in the store for Brooklyn some gifts for a thing. And she said, oh, Brooklyn would like this. This a Beyonce inspired color book and stuff. We get this, we get that. And so they were talking in the store, and they got to talking, and she was saying, I was surprised when you said that Sheree don't pay her people, don't pay her employees. She said, I thought you was was saying that she didn't pay you enough. I didn't know that she didn't pay you at all. And then Anthony said, no, she didn't pay me at all. He said, Sheree is my good friend, but when it comes down to business and stuff, I had to let her go because she don't pay people. Because he was saying that Atlanta Lights and Bring somebody, all they want is a credit card when they want to get their money. He's right about that. When it come up to them bill collectors don't want to hear that you ain't got the money. They want you to pay your bills on time. And so Anthony was right about that, even though he was missing. And so after that, it switched to before Drew could even get out of the thing, she got a call from Sonya, and Sonya was telling her about how this 18-wheeler had sideswiped her and put a dent in her car, and she was all nervous, and she was saying, well, I'll come get you, and she said, okay, thank you, Drew. She said, we'll be our driver for the day. And so Drew came and picked up Sonya, and she saw where the 18-wheeler driver did put a dent in Sonya's rear end of the car. And then so Anthony said, well, we got to get some gas on the way before we take Sonya to the house, because if not, we gonna be broke down too. And then that's when Drew said, yeah, and who we gonna call? Sheree. And I think there was a little side shade from Drew. And then the next thing you know, they showed Marlo talking to the boys, asking them that they want to go to the party, and they asked, and they said no, they didn't want to go no tea party. And so it switched to the next scene where Kenya was getting ready. Kenya was getting ready to go to the party, and she had Brooklyn with her. She said, Brooklyn, you're gonna have a good day at your party, right? And Brooklyn said, yeah, and she was getting her makeup done and stuff like that. And then it switched back to the scene with Candy and Todd, and Candy was talking to her agent on the phone, and they were saying how the tickets for the play were really selling out, and they didn't have but a few tickets left. And Candy said she was glad about that. And then Candy talked to her agent and told him that she wanted to send out gift boxes to certain influencers that were talking about, they were talking about the play, and they were talking about Candy in the game. And so they did that. And then she said that she was happy that she got a part in a movie where she's going to be playing, I guess, like a gay character or something like that. And then so Todd walked in the room, and the agent said, oh, how you doing, Todd? And Todd said, I'm doing all right, how you doing? And then I guess they forgot the man was still on Skype with Candy. And then so Todd said, well, I'm glad you're doing everything and stuff like that. He said, but I got a show that I'm shopping around called Sociable. And she said, yeah, you wanted not to put me on the thing with Sociable. You wanted to do it by yourself. I thought we were going to do everything together. He said, Candy, I do support you in all the stuff that you do. He said, but I at least want to do something for myself. He said, because every time we do something together, you always get the credit. He said, I want to do something where I get the credit sometime. And then so the guy said, oh, we're getting off subject. He said, oh, you still on Skype? He said, what you think about what we talking about? And the guy was so political. He said, well, you got a point. And then and then they went off, and then they switched to the next scene where everybody was starting to arrive at the party. And stuff like that, and Kenya was telling her party planner that she is so tired of everybody coming to her events late. She said she didn't mind people being 15-20 minutes late, but an hour late, 2 hours late. And so Sheree was the first person who came to the party, arrived, and then she was talking to Kenya, and she had told Kenya that everything looked good for the party. She liked the way the party was looking, and so she asked Kenya was Drew invited. She said, oh yeah, Drew is invited. She said, well, and then Kenya said, yeah, you could talk to Drew, but don't talk to Drew at the beginning of the party. Kind of wait a little bit before you talk to Drew. And so Sheree said in her confessional, I don't want to do anything to upset Brooklyn's little party. This supposed to be Brooklyn's day. And I was saying, yeah, sure, it's supposed to be Brooklyn day. So everybody else started coming in. They got their little hugs, and then Drew brought some presents. Everybody brought some presents. And Kenya kind of told the group, where to take the kids, because they had a separate playroom or a separate area for the kids, and the grown folks was going to do a different stuff. So once they got the kids started in their little tea. They showed a cute little scene when Marlo was trying to show Brooklyn, how to do the teacup, and so that was a cute little scene, little fill-in scene right there. Eyes itching, and then after that. Then after that, Kenya said they were gonna play a little game, some little games, and she asked the people at the grown folks table, little questions about Brooklyn, and I think Marlo got one right, saying that Brooklyn was named after her grandmother, but Candy just said her grandmother. She didn't say the name, and then when somebody else got a niche, said, "Oh, we're gonna play the next game. The next game is gonna be the shady game." And they were saying, "Oh, the shady game." She said, "Yeah." She said each person gotta write something else down about the other person, and then tell them if that person actually said that. I don't think that game should have been played. After it was all over and done, Candy said that in her confessional that that game should have been played at a child's party. Also, Sheree said the same thing. But anyway, that's when Candy read the first thing. She read the first thing and said that somebody in the group had some plastic surgery or something done, and then that's when Montel jumped up and said, "Yeah, I had some breast implants done, but that was the only thing I had done." And then after that, Kenya told Candy to pick the next card, and then Candy picked the next card, and that's when Candy read the card off about somebody said Candy was doing something in the locker room, sucking people's stuff or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to say it nicely, but Candy said, "Who said that?" And nobody came up, and I was looking. I said, "Oh yeah, these producers are still using and Portia's references and stuff like that with the new girls," and so. And so nobody copped to it, and then Candy said she was mad. She was tired of people saying stuff like that. And then her friend Montel said, "Nah, Candy don't do nothing like that. I don't know who people could done that." And then so it switched. And then so what happened? Kenya read the next card, and she said, "Yeah, who is the person in here that don't pay their employees?" And then Sheree looked kind of funny, everybody looked kind of funny, and then that's when Drew interjected and said, "Yeah, that's what told me. Anthony told me, Sheree, that you don't play your employees." And she said, "Why would I play an employee that doesn't work for me? Anthony don't work for me." She said, "Well, Anthony told me he was your assistant at one time." She said, "No, we had some dealings, but he wasn't my assistant." And then it was like right after that. She said that, and then Sheree's friend Fatima interject in and say, "Well, Anthony was talking about your business too, just like he was talking about Sheree. He said your husband was gay." Baby, honey child, Drew got mad and got upset and told that woman what they not gonna do is talk about her husband. They not gonna talk about her husband like that. And then they kept going back and forth, and then that's when Kenya said, "Well, this is a child's party. Y'all gotta to tune it down and calm your voice." But a little bit before that, the white woman, she ordered, you could tell that woman was staged, because when I rewatched it back, she was all smiling at the part when Candy said about the part that people said she was doing stuff in the locker room. That's that kid's part that she gonna run out. But then I seen her later on when she was kind of smiling, and then that's when Marlo said, "Well, Kenya, when you invite people, you have to invite people that know the rules. Don't be inviting white people that know the rules." And then Marlo started other white. She said, "I'm not talking about you. You cool with it." But like I said, after the other little part, the show went off. This is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a T.I. is. I am out.